We both are learning, so no worry. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Pari Vijakachajastu Tarasada Sri Srimadavai Charanarvinda His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Gaur Premanande Hare Hare. All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam Namaskritya
Naram Chaivam Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayadmudiraye
Jaya Mudiraye
Nasta Prayestu Avadresu
Nasareshu Badreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Ruttama Sloke
Bhagavate Dhamma Sloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistuke
Bhagavate Naishiki
Himsyanubhavamakhilam Sutisaramekam Adhyatmadipamatitir Satam Tamunnam Samsarina Karunayaha Purana Guyam Tam Vyasasu Payami Gurormuninam. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, The Creation of Fourth Order, Chapter 24, chanting the song sung by Lord Shiva, text 23. Tatra Gandharvamakarnya
Tatra Gandharvamakarnya
Divya Marga Manoharam
Divya Marga Manoharam
Visesmyo Rajaputraste
Visesmyo Rajaputraste
Mridanga Panabadhyanu
Mridanga Panavadhyanu
Tatra Gandharvamarkanya
Tatra Gandharvamakarnya
Divya Marga Manoharam
Divya Marga Manoharam
Visesmyo Rajaputraste
Visesmyo Rajaputraste
Mridanga Panabadhyanu
Mridanga Panavadhyanu
Tatra Gandharvamarkanya
Tatra Gandharvamakarnya
Divya Marga Manoharam
Divya Marga Manoharam
Visesmyo Rajaputraste
Visesmyo Rajaputraste
Mridanga Panabadhyanu
Mridanga Panavadhyanu Tatra Gandharvamakarnya
Tatra Gandharvamakarnya
Divya Marga Manoharam
Divya Marga Manoharam
Visesmyo Rajaputraste
Rajaputraste
Mridanga Panavadhyanu
Mridanga Panabadhyanu
Tatra Gandharvamakarnya Divya Marga Manoharam
Visesmyo Rajaputraste Mridanga Panavadhyanu. Okay, Tatra, there, Gandharvam, musical sounds, Akarnya, hearing, Divya, heavenly, Marga, symmetrical, Manaharam, beautiful, Visesmyo, they became amazed, Rajaputra, all the sons of King Barishat,
all the sons of King
Varsha.
Varsha,
They, all of them,
all of them,
Mridanga,
Mridanga,
drums,
drums,
Pranava,
Anava,
kettle drums,
kettle drums,
Adi,
Adi,
all together,
all together,
Anu,
Anu,
always.
always.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The sons of the king became very much amazed when they heard vibrations from various drums and kettle drums, along with other orderly musical sounds pleasing to the ear. Please repeat. The sons of the king became very much amazed
The sons of the king became very much amazed
when they heard vibrations from various drums and kettle drums,
when they heard vibrations from various drums and kettle drums,
along with other orderly musical sounds
along with other orderly musical sounds,
pleasing to the ear.
pleasing to the ear.
Purport. In addition to the various flowers and living entities about the lake, there were also many musical vibrations. The void of the impersonalists, which has no variegatedness, is not at all pleasing compared with such a scene. Actually, one has to attain the perfection of Satchit Ananda, eternity, bliss, and knowledge. Because the impersonalists deny these varieties of creation, they cannot actually enjoy transcendental bliss. The place where the Prachetas arrived was the abode of Lord Shiva. Impersonalists are generally worshippers of Lord Shiva, but Lord Shiva is never without variety in his abode. Thus, wherever one goes, whether to the planet of Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, or Lord Brahma, there is variety to be enjoyed by persons full in knowledge and bliss. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjanasalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadate Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalan Sri Gurun Vaisnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagajatan Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhanditamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवे प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminithi Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesya Sunyavade Paschatya Desatarini Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Tatra Gandharvam Makarnya Divya Marga Manoharam Beshisnyu Rajaputraste Mridanga Panabadhyanu. The son of the king became very much amazed when they heard vibration from various drums and kettle drum, along with other orderly musical sounds pleasing to the ear. Srila Prabhupada is focusing here about the idea of impersonalist. Not everyone can deal with the personality. It's because challenging, it's difficult to remain on your own world without listening to anybody, without listening the chastisement of someone as a leader, guru, God, advisor, counselor. People like to be lost in their own world. That's why Krishna has explained in Bhagavad Gita that this material world is like a tree, big giant banyan tree, whose roots are facing upwards and branches and leaves and everything else are facing downwards. So people are happy to create their own tree and enjoy within their own world. We all have our own tree of our imagination that we create in our mind. That is why our name is called Manusya. Manusya means it's coming from mind. We use our mind a lot. Mana, mind, Manusya. So Krishna has said that you need to know this tree of your imagination. Yastam Veda Saveda Vid. Once you know this tree well, very well, then you understand the meaning of Vedas. Veda, Ved, Puranas, Itihas. So this tree of our mind that we create, and we have our own world, like small people have a small tree, big people have big tree, big leader has a bigger tree, big philanthropist has a bigger tree. They have their ideas, concept. They lead the people in the whole world, like big leaders like Lenin, Marx, all these leaders. They created bigger trees, and even today, half of the world consider them as their God. That was the power of their mind, that they could lead people under the illusion. And again, Krishna explains in 14th chapter that I am the one who create this material world, and I am the one who is putting the system to run this material world so that everyone act on certain direction. He says, I created these three modes of material nature. What are those three modes? The mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. We are bound up by the ropes. Goodness is the rope of gold. Gold chain is tying us. And the mode of passion is represented by maybe silver chain. And the mode of ignorance could be compared to iron chain. But we have been tied up. We have been presented in this world in such a way that we are acting under the influence of those three modes. But on the contrary, we are thinking that I am the doer, I am doing, I am running my show, I am the doer, I am everything. This is what it is called illusion, Maya. This space inside here, it looks empty, but it is filled with air. This is what it is called Maya. Like the scientist had made a research on atom. How is the density of the atom? The research was done for that. And they took out the electron from the atom. And later on they found that the atom is hollow inside. It seems like it is filled with something, but it in fact it is hollow. So this world looks what it is not. This is called mind. So Krishna is giving us the picture in 14th chapter. He says, once you know this knowledge, you know everything. So when we see a picture or movie, devotees are not carried away by the scene in the movies, in the topics in the movies. Oh, there's a nice sentimental, so there is some separation, some horror scene, some crying tears. No, they see the director who make these ideas, all these things. Wow, the director has a good mind. He can create such a scene, such a impression in this movie. So devotees always see, after seeing this material world and all these phenomena of this world, all the activities of this material world, they see the director of this material world, Krishna. That is devotee, very intelligent, very smart. So Krishna says, once you know that I am the doer, I am doing the show, I am running the show, and you are just puppet in this show, then you know everything. You do not need to go all these Vedas and study and find and everything like that. Normally what happens after studying Vedas, people become impersonalist. People conclude that there is no God. Or there may be a God, but that God should not have any form. It is not possible to have that gigantic energy force, have a small, tiny, insignificant personality. So this is how people conclude after studying Vedas. So this is a loss. When we conclude that God is an impersonal personality, then it is a waste of time studying Vedas. So Krishna says, no need to study if you know this science. And if you know me, that's why he says, Manusyanam sahasresu kaschit edata siddhai. If we see the very uncivilized, barbaric people, they do not believe at all in any God. Simply enjoy doing all kind of nasty things, torturing being animals, killing, blood, of all kind of things. A little better than them, maybe some civilized people, follow some kind of rules, worship some demigods, some forest god, do some pray for killing, even for killing. Like native people, they go to the forest before hunting, they worship the god of the forest and beg forgiveness for taking the subject from the residents. A little bit better civilized. And more than that, people who are following Varnasrama Dharma, Sudra, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Brahmin. Among the Varnasrama, Brahmin are considered high, topmost class, because they are situated in the mode of goodness, and they are peaceful, they are inquisitive, they are illuminating with knowledge, they understand, they study scriptures, do all kind of benevolent jobs, philanthropic activities, and they stock in that kind of activities. They cannot really go beyond these material activities. They only think, yeah, we need to perform good and we do not do any harm to others. If we simply follow the social rules and regulations and become peaceful, that's all we need. No need to do devotion, no need to know about God. That's all. Then by doing so, we will get liberated. There is no need to inquire more than that. That's all. And some out of them, some people do not satisfy within those activities only. And they want to know, there must be something beyond this material creation. There must be someone who should be the creator of all these things. There must be some higher intelligent being. So then Vaishnava come. They are the topmost, highest civilized living entities. Vaishnavas, the follower of Lord Vishnu, they consider Krishna as a person, and not only consider him as a person, then they start serving him, doing some activities, and devotional service comes in the picture. When people come all the way to the level of Vaishnava, can you imagine how highest position we are beholding? And Krishna says that my devotees may be very illiterate, may not have any education, material, higher degree, college, university education, but I will never keep my devotees under ignorance. That is not possible for my devotees to be ignorant. That is the promise of Krishna. If someone wants to become my devotees, then you are not excused to remain under ignorance. Like Gaurakishore Das Babaji Maharaj, for example. He was illiterate, he did not know how anything, materially talking. Really ignorant, no education at all, nothing. But Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, when they have any problem, they would come and consult, ask question from me. Is it okay? How do I do in this case? What is right? Please tell me. And he would give them answer. So because if you are a devotee of Krishna, then you are backup. You are provided all the knowledge by Krishna. Aham agyanajam tamaham. I will destroy the ignorance by the torchlight of knowledge. That is Krishna's promise. So devotees of Krishna, they do have personal experience with Krishna in the realization, internal realization. The knowledge comes from realization. Or even in material world, when we try to find some doctors, we are not after knowledge, we are after experience. Oh, this doctor is acting like many years, he has very good experience. We do not go after a new doctor. He is just a new batch from 2024. He got a good knowledge. He has studied so much book. Let me go to this new doctor. No, we go after experienced doctors because they have dealt with so many cases, and by their experience of many years working, they come to some good working experience and they help patients. Similarly, same thing happened in Krishna consciousness, because a devotee, when they practice Krishna consciousness, giving up all this false prestige, false pride, false designation, Brahmin, Kshatri, Vaishya, Sudra, this rich, poor, beautiful, ugly, everything else, all kind of things. Because this is what binding us in this material world. They need to Dridena Chritwa, Nirmana Mohajita Sangha Dosa, like Krishna says in 15th chapter. You need to be Nirmana, first qualification. Very first step of your surrendering, Saranagati is Nirmana, that you should think that I'm not this pride Kirtanika Das, I am humble Kirtaneswar Das. This is Nirmana. Begins from there. What is your name before? Yeah. Dena. I'm not Dena, I'm a Lalita, Priya, Devi, Dasi. When we cultivate this Nirmana, Moha, Jita Sangha Dosa, we can bad association, we conquer over. Then we need to really struggle and cut down this network of attachment and then surrender to the Krishna. Then we realize, we see that variegatedness, we accept. We start thinking, oh, Krishna is the highest supreme enjoyer. Bhaktaram Yagata person. He is the real enjoyer, and we are his subject of enjoyment. Krishna cannot enjoy on his own. Imagine Jamuna has a big palace on the top of Mount Lemon. Big swimming pool, hot spring, sauna bath, and she has a nice chair. She can swinging chair, you know. She has little helipad on the roof, yeah, and then she can come down. But imagine there is no one is there. No little kachua. Kachua means turtle. No little jellyfish. No Chris. No Pradumna. No Jagannath Prabhu. No Santa Mataji. No temple devotees. Then she's enjoying one day. Oh, wow, it's good, nice. I can swim, jump, and play, come out and take a sun bath and study something and then do my homework and then tomorrow do the same, day after tomorrow do the same. Then she start feeling bored. Oh, yeah, it is. I give up this idea. Better I invite some people and let them live. So devotees go opposite direction. The whole world goes one direction. They are advancing so fast into the way to reach hell, hellish planet. And devotees struggle very hard to come across the way, go against the current of the material world, and understand that Krishna is full of color, full of bliss, full of knowledge. And I am part of that same movie, that Krishna is the director, the hero. You know, Madhavendra Puri, have you heard Madhavendra Puri? Actually, because all the Vaishnava Acharya Sampradayas, they, like Sri Vaishnava, if you analyze and study the Sri Vaishnava, their main focus is the Saranagati, the surrendering to the Lord is very easy. Everyone can access. This is the main motto of their whole philosophy. The Lord is available to everyone. Everyone can easily access the Lord. And if you come to the Madhava Sampradaya, Madhvacharya, the existing present Madhvacharya Sampradaya, they see the mercy. They see the mercy of the Lord. How merciful the Lord is. So their main focus in the teaching is the Lord is very merciful. If you analyze Ballavacharya sect, Ballavacharya, another Acharya.
Can you repeat what the emphasis on Madhvacharya was?
The mercy. The Lord is very merciful. And Ballavacharya, they see the creation, how beautiful this creation is. The Lord, how amazing He is, that He can do all kind of amazing creations. Now in Gaudiya Vaishnava, once Madhavendra Puri, even though he come from Madhvacharya, his name is like an impersonal sannyas, like Madhvacharya, but somehow he brought this very personal, loving exchange with the personality of Godhead. Krishna is a person, we can exchange that love with Him, and He enjoys devotees' loving affairs. This is our goal, this is our ideas. So, when all are focusing on the same personality of Godhead, but they see different perspective, different angles. But Krishna consciousness, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like Krishna is a person, you are a person, you have your personal relationship with Krishna, and you can provide immense pleasure to Krishna by your unique quality that you have, that no one has. Individuality. Everyone, single person has that greatest quality with Krishna. So this devotional service, that is why we can boldly claim that this is the highest activities, even within devotion, even within all the Vaishnavas Acharyas. It doesn't mean somebody is wrong, somebody is right. It's not like that. But you are even intimate, more close to Krishna. So we heard all kind of these things. Recently, we just celebrated our Balaram Purnima, Sri Krishna Janmashtami. We are celebrating today Guru Vyasa Puja. It's also one of the very jubilant festival for the devotees. Very soon we are coming with Radha Ashtami. All this Shakti coming from Lord Balarama gives us understanding, strength, spiritual strength, pleasure potency. The energy that we have to understand Krishna, this tattva of all this philosophy, come from Balarama. And the pleasure that we attain by establishing this relationship with Krishna is coming from Radharani. All is acting together. And it is said that once one is with Krishna, then three modes of material nature stop working on you. They are helpless. They are, as soon as we have a thought in our mind, ideas, that I would like to act in this way, immediately those modes become activated. They enhance your thoughts, your ideas. You want to become nice man, peaceful person, studious, then mode of goodness will be acting, and it will enhance you more and more into that direction. If you are a passionate person, you want to do so much, you want to be so active, you want to work hard, you have a big dreams and then want to do it, mode of passion immediately activated and enhance your passion. If you are lazy, if you are like all the time doing nothing, you have no hope and just eating and sleeping, doing this and that, and then mode of ignorance immediately start acting up, and that enhance our ideas, thoughts. So when thoughts appears in our mind, these modes become activated. So as long as we are in this material world, it is impossible to completely eliminate these ideas, this mode of material nature. They may be subsided or suppressed because of your higher qualities, but they are not completely gone away. That is why knowingly Krishna sometimes brings some difficulties in devotees' life, so that they are not lost in jnana and happiness. In mode of goodness, most of the time people situated in happiness and they are bound by happiness and knowledge. Two ropes in mode of goodness. Let me see if that is true or not. Let me see. I will find. Okay. By happiness and knowledge, yes. So when you have knowledge, then you start feeling, oh yeah, I am Lalita. I give everyday Bhagavad Gita class on Tuesday evening. I am a guru teacher. Why should I go further and then chant Hare Krishna and then waste my time, since I know knowledge? I can explain Krishna to everybody, newcomers. I'm a Guru Ma. So this is a danger in the mode of goodness. So beyond these three modes of material nature, there is a Vishuddha Sattva, which is Krishna is in the spiritual world. That is possible, not here in this material. And one of the Krishna's name is Vishuddha Sattva. When Krishna comes to this material world, he creates these three modes of material nature, but he is not affected at all. Just like a spider, cowboy. I don't think you have seen real cowboy because I grew up in jungle forest. We used to go to collect grass or wood from the forest, and some cowboy nets are really very sticky and very big and very thick. Sometimes you are like, you cannot move. I have been stuck like that. But the little tiny spider running when he finds some butterflies or some insect or something stuck in there, just run so fast, doesn't mistake. That is how Krishna. But the impersonalists or Mayavadis, they think that Krishna created this material world and he is stuck into these complexities of the material world. That is why they think Krishna, Ram, Balaram, all these personalities, they came, they went, they were great, but they are not God. This is their understanding. And this understanding cannot be deleted until you chant Hare Krishna mantra. This is another science. If there is no Nama Sankirtan, however Bhagavatam class we hear, however Bhagavad Gita class we speak, we give, we teach, or whatever amount of prasad we eat, how many years we live in Holy Dham, change will not really take place until we accept a spiritual master and go through him and chant, receive Harinam mantra and start chanting. Then the realization start happening. Ultimately, cleaning factor is Krishna himself through his name. Very amazing science, small, very beautiful science. Many people do not believe this. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. They say, why do we follow this path now? We are young. We need to study. We need to work, make more money. But they do not know that by chanting Hare Krishna, they get the clarity in their mind. They can control their anger. They can control their mind. When mind is controlled, when stress is removed, then even if you engage in material world, you can produce more. This is very simple. You can be more productive in your field where you work when you become Krishna conscious. But at the old age, naturally people are situated in Sattva-guna when they are old, right? They are more calm, peaceful, they cannot do anything. They think, oh, I'm done, I'm retired, I am peaceful, I just live, I play with my kids. If you see compare the whole life, this can be also divided into three modes of material nature. Small kids, they are ignorant, they do not know anything. Young adult could be in the mode of passion, they have so much dreams and this and that. And when people are old, they are in the mode of goodness. And they are impotent. They do not know, they have no energy, their senses are weak, mind is weak, everything is. So when we are young adult, this is where we need to learn about Krishna consciousness in order to do more, even materially. Otherwise, most of the young adult, they are so much frustrated, they are so much stressed, they are into drug addiction, they are into all kind of things just to control their mind. And here you are distributing the mind control solution free, nobody accept it. This is what it is. Maya is what it is not. We are covered over by Maya so strong that we don't see. In ignorance, we don't see the things right. In the mode of ignorance, we always consider something wrong is right. Asatyara satya manikari. This is the product of tamaguna. That's why whenever you call to the children, whenever you say, don't do this, they will always do that. Don't go there, they will go there. Don't touch it, they will touch it. Because ignorance, this is always just opposite. Tell them, don't come to temple, they will come to temple. You need to speak opposite for the kids. Hey, Jamuna, don't go Mangalarti. Mangalarti, she is coming Mangalarti. Mommy is saying, you need to sleep, you need to go to school. But she said, no, I need to go to temple. I'm not saying that you are in ignorance, but just taking an example. Okay? Think that you are 5 years old, Jamuna. So this is how the modes are acting. You want to ask something?
I have a question.
Yes.
I comment on that.
Prabhu, please go.
Comment is that the mode of goodness also, like the main symptom there is like mode of goodness. Like people think I'm better than other people. I'm better than the bad. Like it's really dualistic. There's good and there's bad.
Because you have prakash, you have knowledge. When you have knowledge, then you think I'm better than.
And so you find that like Prabhupada was never judgmental, but people who are even devotees, they're very conditioned by the mode of goodness. They're always, putting down people who are poor, people who are ignorant, people who are on drugs are very, very, putting them down. That's kind of the mode of goodness.
It is very good point that this is the danger of being in the mode of goodness. This thing happens in the mode of goodness. For devotees, it's a dangerous thing. It's not like, oh yeah, good thing.
And so the transcendental mode is not like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then one comment is that, like the mode of ignorance is symptomized by lamentation also, like. And you mentioned that, like, the guru, it's the duty of the disciple to always be jubilant, and be enthusiastic. And my question is you said that the modes are always acting in the material world. And there's comments in Bhagavad Gita that support that. Yet Krishna says, Bhakti Yogena Sevate Sagunan Samatit Yaitan. So how do we understand that? That the devotees Sagunan Samatit Yaitan. He's beyond the gunas. Yet you said the gunas are always acting.
The gunas in devotees, they are not dead completely, not dead at all. But they are not very active and influencing devotees because they are practicing Krishna consciousness, because of the association, because of the thoughts with the scriptures, they remain uninfluenced by those modes. But as soon as we lose those opportunities to associate, just like Bharat Maharaj, look at Bharat Maharaj. Example is given Bharat Maharaj. Bharat Maharaj was almost in the level of Bhava, Bhakti, topmost stage of Bhakti. But somehow material modes covered him again because of lack of association. So as long as we remain within the association and understand this science of how this material nature works, then these modes will be still existing, still are there in the like a seedling form, but they will not influence you, or you are not influenced by those. But if we are a little bit lazy, I don't go to temple today, and let me have. I visited one devotee's house one time, and I went to the kitchen, and the kitchen was filled with all kind of high class drink bottles, black label, this label, and oh yeah, let me just have a little pack today. If we fall into that, again, our thoughts. If you have such thought, then immediately mode of ignorance will suit you. Hey, Lalita, let's have together, because they are Krishna's energy. My old friend. Yeah, they're Krishna's energy. So Krishna says, very difficult to cross over, right? Mayamitan Tarantite. What is the slogan? But yeah, if you take shelter, then yeah, there's three modes. Kirtan is sword with Krishna sword. Let's not touch him. He's our boss, favorite person. Anybody else? Yes, Kela. Haribol. You are doing a very high advance in spiritual life.
Thank you for class. I always love
advancement, right?
I was just wondering, you mentioned how some people can become impersonalists after reading the Vedas, and I was wondering if you could talk a little bit more about that, maybe how or why somebody might develop this perception when the Vedas clearly state who God is, and what is it within them that tries so hard to reject this information?
Vedas are written for all common people, in order to include all the people on the planet, no matter you are in the mode of goodness, passion, or ignorance. So it covers, it touches the whole common people and present thing in such a way so that those people can understand their level. And it is a glorification of Krishna, but pure devotees, when they study Vedas, they only see Krishna is glorified in every line, every pages. But in order to make this common people understand Krishna is so great, the Vedas explain Indra is great. They glorify Indras. And after understanding Indra is so great, like it's a comparative knowledge, right? When I understand about the big rock, I can understand about small, the concept of rock. When they understand Indra is so great, Indra is so merciful, Indra is so do the, and then they understand, oh God, Krishna is even greater than Indra. Then they can understand. Oh.
The Vedas themselves, the 4 Vedas themselves, are not exclusive to Bhakti Yoga. That's like, who is not. There's a Prasana Kanda, and then there's,
Right.
There's the lower stages of the Vedas, which are basically meant for material desire, and Krishna himself condemns the Vedas. He says, the Vedas deal mainly with the modes of material nature. One should become transcendental to the modes of material nature, become fixed in knowledge. So even Narada Muni chastised Vyasadeva for writing the Vedas in the first place. He said, you're a fool, you wrote the Vedas, and no one's worshiping Krishna. So that's why Vyasadeva wrote the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the cream of Vedic wisdom. So Krishna ultimately says, Vaidashcha sarvirahameva vedyo vedanta krit veda vedeva chaham. He's the knower, compiler, and goal of the Vedas. But that's not always so clear from the Vedas. And then in the CC, Lord Chaitanya kind of, like people read the Vedanta Sutra, they become impersonalists. But from the perspective of true knowledge, Lord Chaitanya clearly describes that the Vedanta Sutra is about Krishna.
Yeah. So this is another explanation. I was coming to the point. But Vedanta, Vedic knowledge, they cover everybody, all common people. Mainly deal with Traigunya, again, same thing. Traigunya Visaya Veda. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, most of the topics of Vedas are 3 modes of material nature. And he advised Arjuna, you come up these 3 modes. Nistrai Guna Bhavarjuna. So a common man, when they study Vedanta, first of all in Kali Yuga, we do not have knowledge, enough understanding, enough language problem to study Vedas. When we study Vedas, Sanskrit of Vedas are very complex Sanskrits. Even I cannot read, they are very complex. Like all the signs, everything, very difficult. And they are talking about Krishna, but they're very indirect they are sound. Looks like demigod, go to heaven, better have one life, better life, do a havan, do this, Agni, please Agni will give all the fortunes to you, all kind of things, indirect things. But that's why all the conclusion of Vedas is Vedanta Sutra. And from even Vedanta Sutra, Bhagavad Gita is even more conducive. And Krishna is explained clearly here. So impersonal philosophy is the byproduct after studying all this Vedanta. I see few hands. Anantadev Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Appreciate you talking more about the modes of nature. It's always fun to hear all the angles on that. This comment about in old age you tend to be more in the mode of goodness. I just kind of wondering about that. I would think it would be more in the mode of whatever you'd cultivated in your life. It made me think of when I was in San Diego years ago, they arrested an 80-year-old man in the airport in Los Angeles who was going on a sex vacation to Thailand. And, so not necessarily in the mode of goodness in the old age,
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah.
I was thinking about just like a personal realization about Krishna says, I'm the goal of the Vedas. And, you said that all the Vedas glorify Krishna, but it's something to speak that the Vedas, like in you're saying comparative theology is there, that if you just tell someone, sometimes, people who are surrendered, they can easily accept, oh, Krishna is God. That's it. And then become devotees of Krishna. But, sometimes the process of the Vedas is that if not everybody can just accept that, that this blue cowherd boy, the son of Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, who plays with the gopis and, steals butter, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that's not so easily understood. So the concept that, when you look at the Vedas, like even something like the Yajna Veda or the not the Yajna Veda, the War Veda, what's it?
Shukla Yajurveda, Krishna Yajurveda,
The Veda for fighting.
Yajurveda, yeah. No? Dhanurveda?
Dhanurveda, yeah. So you look at like the Dhanurveda, and the Dhanurveda has all these advanced fighting techniques that can be used today. All of them are applicable, like how to shoot arrows, how to fight with a sword, how to fight with a club. And they're, it's very, very in-depth activities to how to fight. And then there's a section on mantras. Well, it's like all this other stuff is real. So the mantras are also real. I just can't understand them. And so the idea is that, when one worships the demigods to get this and that, and you see that it works, they're actually getting faith in the Vedas. And when they come to the conclusion that, out of all the Vedas, Krishna is the supreme, that helps them to come to that conclusion that because I believe the Vedas, I believe Krishna. But it's not so easy for me just to believe in Krishna without going through all that other stuff. And also, the impersonalism wasn't there before Kali Yuga as much because Shankaracharya, Lord Shiva himself, appeared to actually propagate impersonalism. So it's a thing that, it's a symptom of the Kali Yuga, this impersonal interpretation that Lord Shiva himself has been, assigned to propagate. But that's not actually, common in the other yugas.
Actually, Shankaracharya, if we see his prayers, he's always glorifying Krishna everywhere. Even Bhagavad Gita's glorification is written by Shankaracharya. Jagannatha Ashtakam is composed by Shankaracharya. He's a great devotee, but there was a reason why he propagated. Actually, even not him, his followers propagated the impersonalism philosophy. He's a Advaita. Krishna is one without second. Vaishnava understanding are the same. Advaita Siddhanta, if you analyze very carefully, they say that there is one God, no other. God is only one, and everybody is one. Advaita means one who does not have second. That's the real meaning. And Krishna doesn't have second person. He is the absolute truth. So these all philosophies are just to make us forget Krishna and then keep us here in this material world and put us in trouble. That's all they are meant for. That is why intelligent, Sumedasa, very extremely fortunate one, they accept this process. And Krishna says, Sudurlabha Mahatma, such people who accept me, giving up all these ideas from the Vedas, are the Sudurlabha, is rarely rare, extremely rare. This is our position, all of our position. We should act as a Vaishnava. Vaishnava, we cannot be like ignorant fool. We should be smart, intelligent, humble, at the same time very humble. See Prabhupada, how humble he was? He was very bold at the same time. He's very contradicting philosophy, ideas. If I am very rude, I cannot be acting like humble. And if I am humble, I cannot be rude. I cannot have both qualities. But Prabhupada, you see, he always did what is needful. If he has to chastise you, to correct you, he would do that. Next moment, he would call you. I am never mad at you, but I need to teach you as a guru, teacher. This is my job. This is what transcendental qualities is beyond all this influencer. Prabhupada would remember everybody. Why did that devotee go? I chastised him yesterday. I don't see him anymore. Oh, he is a little sad. Call him, and then devotee would understand that Prabhupada is not envious, selfless. One of the quality that comes from goodness is selfless. When you are selfless, then I want to come to you because I do not feel any fear from you because you are not thinking for your own self. Just like when you go to your spiritual master, you feel so relaxed, so cool down, so satisfied because your guru is very selfless for you. He thinks that you can come to Krishna. He is not thinking, oh, this person bring me this much money. and I can enjoy a marijuana tonight. Why everybody come to Krishna? Krishna is selfless because he never envy anybody. That's why we surrender to Krishna. But if someone is selfish and doing something for himself and acting like a pseudo personality, then people smell it. Oh, this person, you better not surrender to this person. Selfless. So try to become selfless, then you can attract many people to you. This you spread a nice aroma from your body of selflessness. And on the top, you are humble, you surrender, you consider Krishna as a person, and you also have your spiritual master you follow. Then you are a wonderful personality. Everybody likes you. It's a science. Practice it. Try, do experiment. We can do experiment. Why people come every day Tuesday evening class? Because somebody leading the class is selflessly dedicating her time, spreading this knowledge, so everybody like to come. Dadami, give me. This is not working. Selfless. You try to give to others, and you get everything back. Whatever you need, Krishna says, I will supply everything you have. I protect your bhakti first of all. I'll protect what you have. It doesn't mean that your material possession I'll protect. Krishna says, I protect your bhakti seeds from your heart. Yeah. We don't want this kind of bhakti. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Ananta Prabhu has a question? Of the year question?
Comment.
Yeah.
That I noticed in I think somewhere he said the impersonalists are full of hypocrisy.
Yeah.
They sometimes pretend to execute devotional service, but actually their aim is to become one. So it's a hypocritical idea. They're
Hypocrisy.
serving someone else, but they're actually wanting to be that.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।